Quiz time.
Yes.
What has sold well over 20,000 units every year it's been on sale in Australia, has smacked the Toyota RAV4 into second place quite comprehensively, and has just been replaced?
Justin Bieber?
If only. This is Japanese, not Canadian. It is, in fact, the Mazda CX-5.
Ta-da!
It's a bit unfair to say it's been replaced because
True.
what I mean is they've just shown the new one at the Los Angeles Auto Show. There's still a lot of life left in this old dog. It's been on sale for 4 years, so it's not really that old. But gee, we're still buying a lot of them.
But you can see why.
Yeah,
it's a good-looking car.
Gorgeous.
It's got the goods.
Mazda, I mean, we keep saying this every time we have a Mazda.
Yeah.
They are fine-looking cars, aren't they?
They are. I think they're consistent.
Yes.
They've picked a lane and they've stuck in it, and they do it. Why would you move out? They do it so well.
Exactly right. This is called the Kodo design language.
Oh, fancy. I like it.
Which means I think is Japanese for really quite pretty no matter how they do it. So this is the top of the range Akira, which I don't think many people buy, but it does all the things that most CX-5s do. So I think we should,
Hop in and have a look.
This is a good interior and is aged remarkably well. The thing I like about these later CX-5s is it's got the newer MZD Connect entertainment system, which is way better than any other Japanese system. And that sounds a bit niche, but all the Japanese cars have terrible systems. But this one's really good. So you've got both touch and BMW iDrive style rotary dial with shortcut buttons. So,
I knew you'd love that.
yeah, so they've kind of nicked a lot of stuff in a good way. But the only thing it hasn't got, drum roll, CarPlay and Android Auto. But we're getting there, I think.
Again, top of the range, and it's plastic. Am I being picky? I probably
It's
am.
dark too.
It's very
There's not a lot
dark.
of colour in here. But yeah, it does have everything, including seat heating and it's gone. It's got everything.
This car, what have I been banging on about for so many episodes of this car that no cars have? This car has
Somewhere to put the key!
somewhere to put your key! Top of the class, Mazda!
So this car had come with these two little bits of foam, little puck, to stop a normal-sized takeaway cup disappearing into the cup holder. They have, that is thinking.
It's pucking amazing.
Fucking amazing. The back seat is good once you're in. There's a pet hate of mine about this car.
Yeah, you don't like
the
doors.
rear doors. Like the door aperture itself is big, but that fly.
Is it? You have to turn the car on.
Dynamically, the CX-5 is the best in this kind of segment.
So in the top, how do you rank it in the top 10 Mazda engines in your life?
Well, out of the current Mazda range, look, Mazda they don't push the boat out when it comes to engines. So this 2.2 diesel, while very powerful, 129 kilowatts and 420 newton meters of torque, which is lots. This has pulling power, but this will tow pretty much anything. It's noisy.
So this is interesting to me because it's one of the few criticisms levelled at Mazda is their cabin noise.
So, and they've got better over the years. I mean, particularly around suspension because
I find that it's an odd concept to me that obviously is important to people and I guess it's one of those things like when we had the i3, you notice the silence. I notice the silence more than the noise, but maybe that's my age and stage, which is I live a busy, noisy life. See, I don't mind the rumble of the diesel engine. I find it quietly comforting. Maybe that's because my dad was a truck driver and I grew up in the front of trucks.
Well,
maybe?
there is that. Yeah, I know. I do find it just a little bit rackety, and its competition is much quieter. Got good steering, great view out, good vision in all directions. It's got all the stuff. So
it's a good car.
yeah. A point I did want to make about this car is that you don't have to spend 50 grand to get the best out of a CX-5.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone at Mazda would argue with me about that. I think you can get it in two-wheel drive and all-wheel drive, as this one is. You don't have to get it in diesel. The only thing is this is by far the most flexible and powerful engine in the range.
Yeah.
Even the bottom of the range CX-5 is really good. It's slow, but it handles really well. It drives and rides really well. You've got all of the good stuff, which is the space.
There's a lot of space in this car.
I think the only thing missing from the bottom of the range CX-5, and I could be wrong about this, is it doesn't have the screen, but you're not spending much more to get a little bit more. And in the bottom and middle part of the ranges, it's actually extremely good value. Mazda's problem is up at 50 grand, it's in a bar fight with European cars, and badge is really important to people who buy these cars. So I'm not convinced about a $50,000 CX-5, but I'm super convinced about the cheaper ones. Yeah, this is a very good engine, and it's called Skyactiv D if anyone's interested.
Yeah, D for diesel.
Very good. Well done. She's a learner. It's also got a very, very, very good 6-speed automatic.
Absolutely slotted into my life perfectly. Like I didn't. It's the car that I need. Other cars that we've reviewed, other cars I want.
And 200 grand.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But this is the car that I need in my life.
They have a caravan.
We have a caravan and a camper trailer, but we don't pull both at the same time.
Even though this does have one of the smaller boots in its class, it's still pretty good.
There's heaps
plenty of room. So we're at that time.
Here we are indeed.
We have reached the end of the video, so it's time for a rating. I'm going to dive right in and give the very pretty Mazda CX-5 3.5.
I'm going to give it 3.5 as well.
Oh, this agreement thing.
I know.
We're back to agreeing.
We haven't done that for a while.
No. Is that a head score or a heart score?
It's both, actually.
Yeah.
Both.
Look, it does everything really well most of the time. There's a couple of things that I've discovered, like the doors and the grumbly engine and a bit of road noise. It's not a 4, but very strong 3.5. I think it's a very good car.
For me, the things that kind of go against it is the price.
For the top of the range,
For top of the range, it's missing some things that it should really have. But, in terms of, this car is like made for my life.
As a range, it's very good. Yeah.
So, solid 3.5.
Absolutely. It's one of the best paint facilities in the world. It's very impressive. The whole shell goes through in this big robot holding it. It's amazing. Really, really cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Paint. Welcome to Paint Facilities of the World with Peter and Dean.
It's actually a fascinating thing.
Come nap with me as they discuss.
But like the thing is, you look at Mazdas, they've got really good paint. I mean, look at this. It's even. There's no orange peel. It's very nice.
Sorry, you were saying?
Look, if it wasn't good, you'd be like, what's wrong with the paint on this car?
No.
And it's thick. Like, this paint will outlast humanity.
Something's thick. My skin from working with you.